What's up, Chiefskingdom? You are tuned in to the Arrowhead Chief Podcast, episode 125, NFL Draft Recap. All the fellas is in the building. We're here to recap the draft class, give y'all our breakdown analysis of each pick. We got a lot to talk about. Let's talk Chiefs.
Yeah, Arrowhead Chiefs. It's your girl, Miss Nicole. Queen of Hustle, baby. Started from the bottom, now we here. My homie at the start of his career. Let's go. Try to win him early, hear the truth. Tune in every Sunday for the juice. Arrowhead Chiefs Podcast, bringing all the news. If you missed the play, come back for reviews. Quick style. Out here rapping for the crew. Post game highlights, go subscribe on YouTube. If you missed the play, come back for reviews. Post game highlights, go subscribe on YouTube.
What's up, Chiefskingdom? You are tuned in to the Arrowhead Chief Podcast, and the whole crew is in the building. We're here to talk about the draft, how we feel about it. Before we get into that, what's up, Clarence? How you feeling, man?
It's Monday after the draft, dog. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's now it's just countdown to the schedule, and then you got training camp. And then before you know it, start stacking these dubs, bro.
Yeah. What's going on, Ty? How you feeling, man?
Feeling pretty good. Still recovering from this weekend. I was out at the draft 2 days, a lot of walking, so I'm still recovering from that. But other than that, doing good.
Give us a play-by-play. How was the draft, man? How was the setting? How was the
setting was really good. So I went down there Friday night. Got to see him draft Wanya Morris. Got to see him trade up. When they traded up, the crowd went crazy. And then obviously when they drafted the tackle, everybody liked the move. But the best moment I think was Deuce Vaughn getting drafted to the Cowboys. The crowd actually went pretty crazy for that too. Even though it wasn't a Chiefs pick, being a local guy, I liked to see that.
That's good. It was good. It was the people. Everybody was cool. The setting.
Yeah.
Was everything easy to get to?
Yeah, everything was pretty easy to get to, except for Saturday. I reserved a parking spot at this parking garage, which I will be contacting today for my refund because they were closed. So I had to go park at Home Depot and hope my car didn't get towed, which it didn't, luckily. So everything was good. Everything was smooth.
Damn, they got you.
Yeah, they did.
They got
$30 is gone.
Home Depot. Damn, that's a. You didn't walk from Home Depot, did you?
Yeah, 25-minute walk.
God,
Yeesh.
That's up there on Main, right?
Yep, on Main.
Chris ain't been here in a minute, so he don't remember.
It was like Gates right on the way though, so I had to hit that.
You remember that Cadillac dealership and Gates right there on the corner of Main?
Yeah, I do.
Well, Home Depot was right there. In that parking lot back there behind the Taco Bell and McDonald's.
Yeah.
So they walk from there all the way down to Crown Center, bro.
Hell no.
You see what I'm saying?
It was hot. It was sweaty.
Yeah, that's fun. Hey, man.
I would have called an Uber.
That's for real. He said I would have called an Uber.
Damn that, man. Especially when it's time to go home.
Yeah, man.
Uber, you come pick my ass up. Like that, man.
It was a walk, man.
Yeah, it is. Shit, yeah.
Joe, what's cracking, Joe?
Figure out get chased by a dog on the way back. Never know. Never know, boy.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm glad you was able to go still and enjoy yourself, man. It looked like it was a good time. All the people was out there. We saw the pictures and stuff. People linking up and finally getting to meet each other. From the as far as Chiefskingdom go, most of the podcast people got to link up and meet up and stuff. So it looked like it was a good time, though. So I was
recuperating.
Yeah, exactly. Same here.
Yeah, Joe was out there.
Yeah.
Joe was out there. So, but yeah, it looked like it was a good time for sure. All right, man, let's talk about it, man. It's Chiefs 2023 NFL draft class. In the first round, they pick Felix and DK Uzama With the second pick, they picked Rashee Rice.
Hearing them names up, boy.
Hey, man, I think I got that one right. I think I got that one right.
He was
I got that one right. Don't try to play. I got that one right.
These damn names up.
Round 3, they got Wanye Morris. And round 4, they got, I'm not even sure, Shamari Connor. Round 5, they got BJ Thompson. Round 6, they got what's his name? Keandre Colburn.
Yep.
And then round 7, they got Nick Jones. Now, I'll say this: the first 3 rounds, I feel like the Chiefs, they wanted to get their needs, which was a wide receiver, offensive lineman, defensive end. And one thing they were not going to do was reach for any of those positions.
Yep.
And they were not going to try to give up too much draft capital to move up to get any of those guys. So in the first round, sure, probably they wanted a Zay Flowers or they wanted a Quentin Johnson,
yeah.
one of those, any of those guys, Addison or even a JSN. But what they were not going to do was give up the farm to go get them. So they sat pat and they was like, you know what? Instead of trade, because the rumors were that they were getting phone call. Oh, that was weird.
I was like, what what just happened?
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird.
Are y'all quiet?
Something happened. The video started switching up on me. I got a split screen over here. Y'all go ahead and talk.
But I was having a moment of silence. I mean, I like Felix. You know what I mean? Like that was a name that you just kept hearing about.
Yep.
Which one is the kid that's from Tennessee?
Wanye Morris.
Wanye, yeah. You know, I like him coming in because he already has that relationship built with Trey.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The thing that I've been hearing, man, is so many Chiefs fans are upset at the fact that they took Rice.
Yep.
You know, and they didn't take a burner. And listen, we had it good with the Legion of Zoom. It was great. You know, Reek and Cole, D-Rob, Sammy, they was phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? You'll never get something like that ever again, to be able to get that much speed in one room. But when you transition and you going out and you getting a back that can potentially lead the league in rushing, you need bigger wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You need guys that can get open against zone coverage, not beat man all the time.
Yeah.
And we saw what happened with all that speed when teams figured out how to combat it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So Chiefs fans need to understand the game of football and understand evolution.
Yep. Evolution.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you can't always have the fastest guys at wide receiver.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need physical guys that can run slant routes and can run drag routes and in routes. You know what I'm saying? Like just temper your expectations on why the Chiefs didn't get a burner. They got burners on the squad.
Yep.
They got guys that can get open against man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What they needed and what they needed back when they had the Legion of Zoom was a dude that could get open against zone and sit down, be able to take a hit and pick up an extra 5 to 7 yards.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Sammy was so pivotal back then. You know what I'm saying? So
that's why they brought Juju in.
Bro. That's why they got Juju. You know what I'm saying? Like they just need to relax. You got MVS on this squad. You know what I'm saying? Like
you got Tony, you got Sky.
Thank you.
Yeah, they got enough burners on this squad. They didn't need to get another. They don't need to get another fast guy. Like they needed a guy, like you said, Clarence, a guy who could sit in the middle of the field, take punishment, but still keep it going. Get yak yards. Because
he turns into a running back when he catches the ball.
Because realistically, we're never gonna really officially replace Travis. You can't replace a Travis. Because really, he's an X. That's what he is. He's
Right.
an X
Right.
receiver,
Right.
and you can't. Only way you're gonna replace it is with a true X receiver. You're not gonna get a tight end that can play like Travis Kelce.
No.
His because mentally he's on another level than everybody else when it comes to that position. It's not just his physical traits. He just understands the game on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? When he sits in those zones, and when he knows how to manipulate and leverage his his route running against corners and safeties, and linebackers. So the best way to replace a Travis Kelce is to get an X receiver who can do the same things. And Rashee Rice is probably going to be in that mode. They're high on him. They're high on him. You saw them that he was brought in on one of the top 30 visits. So they really have been looking at him. He's an SMU guy, so Clark knows who he is.
Yeah.
So, and then Patrick Mahomes was working out with him, and he loves him. So I don't think Pat would have told Brett Veach, "Hey man, go get this guy," if he didn't see something in this kid.
Exactly.
So, and I know everybody's like, "Oh well, he want to CEH too." Man, that's a whole nother.
That's a whole different discussion, conversation. That's we don't need to get into.
And let's be real. Initially, when they picked CEH, we loved the pick. You know what I'm saying? We saw him at LSU and what he did at LSU. He accounted for a lot of their touchdowns at LSU.
And we just didn't use him the way they did at LSU.
Yeah, we didn't. They tried to use him more of a traditional running back between the tackles, and that's just not what CEH is. He's a catch it out of the backfield type of guy. So, and we thought that's what we were going to do. He was going to be a Brian Westbrook type player, but he didn't end up being that. So, but as far as Rashee Rice, I like the pick. I think he's a good replacement for Juju, and he's younger. Yeah. He has way more upside than Juju to me. I think he does a little bit more than Juju to me. Like he can actually get deep. And,
he can.
He can on those deep routes and stuff like that. You can still use him on those type of routes. The back shoulder fades. You can use him on that stuff because
he plays through contact so well on those. He draws a lot of pass interferences in college.
His catch radius is crazy. His contested catch radius is crazy. The dude is just, I like the pick, man. I have no.
I agree with this with what Joe said, for sure.
For sure, Joe. Yeah, most definitely. And as far as the offensive tackle, Wanya Morris, I thought he was brought. Of course, he was brought in to compete with Lucas Niang. Lucas Niang, this is Lucas Niang's job in my opinion. This is Lucas Niang's job to lose. I think he has the edge on Wanya Morris because he knows
he has experience in the system.
Like you know what I'm saying? Chiefs fans don't like Niang.
They don't.
Reason.
I don't know why.
He did nothing to him. Only thing he did was get hurt. The only thing he did was get hurt.
Oh no, man. Like
they're making stuff up at this point, Clarence. I don't know what film they're watching because they're saying he didn't play from 20. He didn't play basically since 2019. I'm like, what are you talking about? He played 15 weeks of the year before he went down, and he was playing well.
It's wild, dog. It's wild.
Like the Lucas Niang hate is crazy. Like Boogie was really like, oh man, that stuff is dead. Like he done. Yeah. Like he done. Like what?
People talking about he's gonna get cut. I'm like, no, you keep a player like him on the roster.
When you've heard them come out and say Lucas Niang was the starting right tackle until he had that job. That was his job until he got hurt.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it's not like dude was trash when he was in the starting five. No. Like he did his job, and then even kicked over the left against Cincinnati.
Yeah,
like, what are y'all watching? What do y'all remember? You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I don't understand. Like what is the expectations of Chiefs fans? Like they just want a damn all-star squad from at every position, and that's unrealistic. Number one,
it's
unrealistic.
All pros at everywhere.
Number two, Lucas Niang. If you go back and you watch the tape, Lucas Niang was and did a great job. If my memory serves me correctly, wasn't he replacing Schwartz? He replaced Schwartz.
He was replacing Schwartz.
And you didn't hear nothing bad about Lucas Niang at that position, replacing Schwartz. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, sometimes Chiefs fans just go crazy with that.
They just need somebody to
and
hit.
like I was saying to Ty before we came on, I was like, when Lucas Niang was coming out, he was a first round talent. He just he had the hip surgery, and so he dropped to the third. So even when they got picked in the third, all the scouts and analysts and all them people, they was like, "Oh, that's
they loved the pick. That was the highest grade pick for us.
If he can recover from the hip surgery, he's going to be a starter for years. Like, and so when he started in 2021, yeah, in the beginning it was a little rocky, but that's for all offensive linemen. It takes some time for the core to come together and whatever. But as time went on, the game started slowing down for him. He started playing well, and then, like you said, Clarence, in the Cincinnati game, he was balling. Orlando Brown gets hurt. They kick him to the left. He's still balling on the left.
Yeah.
And he got hurt, and then that's when they kicked Joe Tooney out there. But I don't know, man.
They trusted him to man Pat's blind side.
Right.
They trusted him with that option in a moment of crisis. You know what I'm saying? But
because originally he was drafted to be the left tackle.
Right.
But he had, he foregoed his rookie season because of COVID, which is understandable. But he was supposed to be on the left side, and then they traded for Orlando Brown.
It just seemed like sometimes we get so worked up, and then the train will get rolling on a guy, and it not even be something that you can support and back up with facts. It's just the name is kicked out, and people haven't seen him play in a year, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's trash." You know what I'm saying? And then that train get rolling, and everybody want to get behind it without doing their homework to evaluate that, to support it. You know what I'm saying? And that's I think that's one of the biggest frustrations is people don't do their homework, and they just want to get behind some gripe somehow, some way. You just won a damn Super Bowl, bro. Like y'all can't be happy that they the defending Super Bowl champs again. Like that doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Y'all just gotta find something to criticize.
Exactly. And then Veach even said it.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. Veach even said it in his press conference last week that he was still high on Niang, that he felt Kennard was more of an offensive guard. Mm-hmm. So Niang's not going anywhere. He's not getting cut.
Keep balling.
It's going to be a competition at camp, and
keep balling.
Everybody has every reason to believe he will win. He has experience. He's played in the system. He's played next to Pat. It's not going to be an adjustment period for him at all. No. He's just going to go out there and play. So
keep balling, man.
Yeah, I like I said, I'm behind Niang. Like we only got like a sample size of him. Right? How we call somebody trash and we only got a sample size of dude? Like I don't get that. I don't get that. Like it'd be different if we had 2 years of tape and he was just bad on the right side and Pat's just getting sacked over and over and over.
This is another popular opinion. People thinking Stoney needs to go because of how much we're paying a guard, but I think he's worth every penny too.
And I think I would say next year they'll probably entertain letting go of Tooney and probably kicking Kennard to that left side guard. But for right now, no. No.
Yeah,
we need Tooney. We need Tooney on that left side helping out Taylor.
Yeah,
so, you don't even know what you got in Taylor at the left side.
That's what I'm saying. We need.
You don't even know. What if this dude is boo boo?
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
Niang's played more snaps at left tackle than him.
Yeah, for real.
They tripping, dog. They tripping. Man, bro.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. So, all right. So he's a stabilizer. Yeah,
but
for sure.
Kick ass man when Pat was running around in Tampa for his life with Shaq Barrett and Sue with the foot on his neck. He was kick ass mad that night though, right? And then they went and fixed it. Now you want to get rid of dudes that they brought in that didn't give us not a single sack in the Super Bowl.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, you're not doing that. No. You're not doing it. So then with the fourth pick, we got the Shamari Connor dude. Now I think this is more of a luxury pick. Yep. This dude is an athlete. I watched.
Watching his tape.
and he is a hitter.
Yeah, he is.
Virginia Tech got a long history.
Yeah,
of
they
Of good
DB.
defensive
They always have
backs.
good DBs.
and they
Always
don't
have good DBs. Yeah, they don't play about
they
DBs.
ball.
Yeah, but this dude right here, he can
He's
hit.
versatile too. He can guard tight ends. He can
Yeah,
guard receivers. I
you
mean,
could
he can
Yeah.
guard a running back out the backfield. Like
you
this
can put
dude.
him deep. You can put him at the
Yep.
line. You can put him in the nickel. So this is a luxury pick. I do think he's going to be a special teams guy this
Me
year, but
too.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets some snaps on defense because this type of athleticism, yeah, you got to put that on the field.
And we don't know. We don't know who's gonna lock down that free safety position anyway. Like
Right.
we got our idea of who we think will be there, but what if that kid can't make that adjustment? You know what I'm saying? What if that kid struggles at free? You know what
Yeah, him and Cook might be a battle for him and
Yeah.
Cook. You know,
Never know.
You're right about that. And then the next dude, this edge that they got. Now this is way out of the rim of Kansas City.
Yeah, it is.
They went small edge on this dude. But this dude's first step is nasty. If he could maybe gain 20 more pounds at 260 and still do this, oh, Chiefs might got them a pass rush at the very
He's
least,
6'6".
a pass rush specialist. Because this kid, man, you want to talk about athlete off the edge? Whew. I was watching some of that tape, and as soon as the ball was snapped, he was on the quarterback.
He's in the backfield. Yeah.
Yeah.
We needed a speed rusher, definitely, to throw in the mix with Felix and George.
Yeah.
I think they complement each other well, but we really needed a speed guy, and that's what he is. He's going to be a pass rusher that comes in like on third downs type thing, which I'm not mad at. Maybe if he gains those 20 pounds, maybe they kick him to the inside a little bit too.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna gain that 20 pounds until Christmas.
Yeah.
That's true though.
Yeah, training a bitch.
Don't be surprised if this dude is a PUP or IR on the IR. They sit him for a year, let him gain that weight, and then next
Let
year
him hit the weight room.
Yeah, they throw him out there next year. So, and then I think this might be one of my favorite picks, the D tackle from Texas, DeAndre Coburn, big nose tackle in the middle. That's what we've been needing. Big 320-pound dude in the middle next to Chris that could just take up blocks while Chris goes in there and gets a sack, you know. So I like this guy. This guy and he's got a good first step too. He's an athlete. Like this dude ain't. That's the tip plate for this draft. Athletes.
Yeah,
that's what they went for. Yeah, versatility. That's what they went for in this draft. Athletes, dudes who first fast steps. Like these dudes, and this dude right here has his first step is fast. He can get to the quarterback, too. But he's a nose tackle too. So I like this pick. And then with the 7th pick, Nick Jones. He's probably a special teams guy, but I say this: he's a ball hawk. Dude,
he is
interceptions. I've seen some of his clips, and dude gets the ball in his hand. So he's probably a special teams guy. He probably has an uphill battle to make the squad, but at the very least, you possibly could stash him on the practice squad, or if he's a good special teamer, you keep him on special teams. But all in all, like I said, for the totality of the draft, I love it. Especially the first 3 picks. I think the first 3 guys would definitely can be contributors. Wanye Morris, yet to be seen. He could be a swing tackle, or he could beat Niang for the starting job. He could. Right. But they all can be contributors in some way, shape, or form. Felix, I feel like he's probably a little bit farther along as a pass rusher than George Karlaftis was last year. So I think because he has moves. Like the dude,
he has more bend.
Yeah, he has more bend. He has moves. He's not just power rush and I'm gonna try to get to the quarterback. Like dude got hand movement, spin moves. Like he's got all that. So I'm excited for him. And as far as Rashee Rice, I think he's gonna be all right. I think he's gonna be fine.
Well, he already worked out with Pat, so
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like Pat saw in him, and to make him want to go get him. Hey, he saw something.
The nervousness is gone. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to be nervous. He already talked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be fine, bro.
Yeah, I think
he's just learning this. That's all he's got to do is
Yeah,
learn.
learn that playbook.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, he gonna be fine, bro.
Yeah,
And
I
the
think
thing
so.
about Rice is they asked him to do everything at SMU. He's an ex receiver, but they asked him to catch screen passes. They asked him to work over the middle. He was hitting a lot of deep routes. So like he did a little bit of everything at SMU. So obviously, uh, being here, Andy Reid likes those receivers that can do a little bit of everything.
Right.
That's why the rookies kind of struggle to play because they only know that certain position that they're used to playing. But this guy can do it all. So I do think he will get more playing time his rookie year
Absolutely.
than people expect.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I don't think it's a Sky Moore situation. Like you said, Ty, Sky had to play probably just one position in
Yep.
Western Michigan, whereas in Reishi he was playing X, probably Y, Z. You know, he's playing
Z, slot.
all slot. You know, all that, doing end rounds and all kinds of stuff. So um, he'll probably get way more playing time than what Sky
Right.
got. You know, and so I'm excited, man. I'm excited, man. I love these draft picks. And then we got some guys on the undrafted market too. That
Yeah.
you know, we got this dude Cam Jones, linebacker out of Indiana, pretty good athlete. You know, possibly can make the squad. I like this running back.
Me too. This running back, man, we might have something with this running back.
His name generic Prince
Yep.
out of Tulsa.
Mm-hmm.
6 foot 220, ran a 4.4.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw some of his clips, man. And boy, when I say breakaway speed, and that's a big boy to have breakaway speed.
It is.
That's a big boy, and I'm talking about running away from guys. Like
It's like a freight train
he
coming
hit the
right
hole,
down.
he hit that hole and be gone. So
Mm-hmm.
I think he has a possibility to make this roster and be maybe a 1-2 punch with Isaiah Pacheco. You know, it'd be something to have a 7th round pick and an undrafted
Right,
free
backfield.
agent, and these guys are top in the league in rushing. You know,
Yeah.
so
And you got the Lions drafting Gibbs and DeAndre Swift and picking up David Montgomery, and they're going to be bottom 5 rushing yards in the league.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean, I like Jamari Gibbs. Like he catch the ball at the backfield. He's a fast guy. You know, a lot of people comp him to Jamal Charles, which I kind of get sketchy when people compare Jamal Charles. Jamal Charles is 101.
Yeah.
But
There's no other
no, but
Jamal
this kid was.
Charles.
But I didn't think he was gonna go that early. Like I don't know
Right.
what Detroit was doing. Like I think Detroit could have waited and got him. They could have traded.
They could have got him at
and got him.
18 or where they got that linebacker. They probably could have got him.
Even the Jack Campbell guy. I think they could have got him probably in the 2nd round. Like he wasn't that he was good. He's a good linebacker. He's probably the best linebacker in this class. But
Right.
you could have got him in the 2nd round.
They
bro.
made some questionable decisions, and then Sam Laporta, when other tight ends were on the board that I probably had higher than him. But I mean, the Iowa tight ends, they do
They're good. I mean, they
turn
like,
out pretty good in the league. So
they like those Iowa tight ends. You know, they drafted Tyler Hawkinson, so
George Kittle came from Iowa.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
So they like those Iowa. That which that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Golf
Noah
needed
Fant.
it. Golf needs it.
Fant.
Yeah,
Noah
he
Fant.
was
Yeah.
he was there with Taylor Heineke. They was like the 2-headed monster over there. So yeah. I don't know what Detroit was doing. Now Philly is the Philadelphia Bulldogs on defense right now. Like I don't know. They just lucked up.
Wow.
they just
That's why I said the other day, like, they're gonna be just fine without them coordinators. The players make the plays.
Yep.
You know, and they got you talk about take what they drafted out of the equation. They still have Fletcher Cox.
Yeah.
They still have Hassan Reddick, right?
They got
They
Graham.
still got Brandon Graham, right?
Yeah.
Just them 3 alone.
We still got the whole secondary intact because Slay went back.
Thank you.
And
Like,
then they added Keely Ringo. That defense is better this year than it was
that's what I'm
last.
saying. How, like, you take all of them picks out of the equation and just look at what they had. And then you're going to add them dogs on their defense. Man, they're going to be just fine.
Yeah.
And then
They gonna be
Keely,
just fine, bro.
and then Keely, he's so versatile an athlete.
Yeah,
You could put him
bro.
on. You could put him at safety. You could put him in a nickel. Like,
bro.
He might be the Chauncey Gardner Johnson replacement, to be honest.
yeah,
I
he's a
think
big
the
dude.
NFC is probably gonna be a bloodbath.
Yeah, it is.
I think so. Dallas got a good.
No,
I
they
mean,
do.
keep it
No,
in
no.
mind, Dallas got a good defense. The Commanders got a good defense.
Mhm.
The Giants got a good defense. I don't know how
Mhm.
it's going to since they lost Julian Love, but he was just one piece. But up front, Martindale, he went and got guys up
Yep.
front. So, I mean, the East is going to be a bloodbath, man. It's going to be extremely physical in that mug.
Yeah. Dallas, say what you want about Mozzie Smith.
Yeah.
Say what you want
That
about
was a good
Mozzie
pick.
Smith. That's still a good pick. I mean,
Yes,
he's gonna
Yes,
add
it
to that
is.
defensive line, and so they're gonna be all right. They're gonna be
Go
all
on
right.
the blocks and let Micah get busy on the
Yep.
outside. E-Log get busy on the outside. And Armstrong. Like all of these teams got fronts now
Yep.
in the East. They all got good fronts.
Mhm.
Washington's like they got so many guys over
Washington
there,
was the
man.
blueprint. Washington
Yeah.
started it.
Young,
You know what I'm saying?
Payne,
Sweat.
Yeah,
Sweat,
they started this.
Allen, like they got,
Yeah, they started it.
yeah, they did.
They
They
just
did
couldn't
start.
get more in that rotation, but they started it with their four.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That four, that was the four that went up against Tom the COVID year. Like they
Mhm.
started this.
Yeah.
And let Chase Young get confidence in his knee again, dog.
Yeah.
It's gonna be over.
Yeah, it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be
Mhm.
nasty,
Unless they trade him.
Unless they trade him.
Yeah.
which would be stupid.
It
I
would
mean,
be. I agree. You're giving up too early on
That's
him.
bad business. Yeah, that would be bad business.
That was stupid. Like you still got him under a cheap deal. Like
There's still
Yeah.
people that think he's a bust.
How?
He had 1 year, 1 year, and
Based
he
on
got hurt.
what? Yeah.
He had like
How
8
many
sacks
games
his
did-
rookie year, wasn't it?
How many games
Yeah,
did he play last year?
none.
No.
They set him
Can
down.
you quantify him as a bust, man? Like,
They was being safe, which is smart.
That's the Twitter GMs, Clarence.
see, this is what I be. I know this is what I be talking about. Make it make sense. They math, don't be mathing, bro. Make it
Not
make
at all.
Because they want dudes to have like if they don't click like that, like the first 2 snaps, he's a bust. Get him out of here. He's trash. It's like, come on, man. This is some people develop at different speeds.
Rates.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
And before Chase Young got hurt, Chase Young was doing his thing, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
It takes some
he
time.
was
It
part of
takes
that
some
four
time.
that was getting busy.
But it takes time for other people, man. Hassan Reddick wasn't what he was right now.
Nope.
They was looking at him like a bust.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, it's probably like his 4th, 5th year, he started getting sacks. Like he started playing ball. It takes time.
Yeah. No, but I mean, there's few guys that come into the league and just immediately contribute.
Yeah.
Every year there's a few guys that do that, but
But it's a hard league, man. This is not an easy league, man. Some guys are going from playbooks that are probably like this big to now you got a Bible, a bone book.
Yep.
As a playbook, you got to learn all these concepts, and I don't know what a cover 2 is.
You're right. Right.
We played 3-3-5, man.
Right.
yeah. It's an adjustment period, man, for sure, especially for these defensive ends.
Yeah,
because you come into you're playing in college and you're going up against a lot of times these tackles aren't even going to make the NFL.
Right.
And now you're going up against all these NFL tackles, all pros and stuff like that. So, and he almost won Defensive Player of the Year his rookie year, Chase Young. So, Defensive Rookie of the Year, I should say.
And then even wide receiver, it's like it's a learning curve, man.
Oh yeah.
You can't just run past. Like in college, I can run past you and just get the touchdown.
Right.
And in this league, you can't just run past everybody. Like the corner is just as fast as you. He's gonna be right on your hip.
Not every receiver is Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. Those are one-of-one guys.
Those are generational talents. Like you see it in college. They look like men amongst boys. They
have like 50 catches for like 1,200 yards. Like what?
They be killing it all, you know what I'm saying? Then they playing at LSU. They go out there against Alabama and out there smoking stuff. Like, you know that dude is special.
Right.
So I don't know, man. These Chiefs fans. I love y'all, but y'all, boy. Y'all.
That's exactly the shit I be talking about, bro. It don't, man. Later for them JTs. Yeah, I call them jive turkeys, man. Something other than what I really wanted to say, but
yeah, I don't get it.
Like, what is that? Semi-pro. See the impact of being called a JT. Just call me a JT.
So, what's your favorite pick out of this class?
My favorite pick's definitely Rashee Rice. I mean, definitely looking at his tape, watching, like I said, he did everything at SMU. I mean, this is a guy that was asked to do everything. I like that because I know the Chiefs like those kind of guys that want to do everything. And we needed a receiver, and we needed this specific type of receiver. We needed one, like you guys said, a bigger body over the middle, can sit down in the zone, can run those slant routes, can get open underneath. He probably struggles a little bit to create separation deep down the field. But like I said, underneath, that's not a problem for him. And he plays through contact. I mean, I watched some of his clips, some of his tape, and there was a couple of times he was pass interfered and still came down with the ball. So,
I mean, as much as I love Rice, and I, you know, we had talked about them upgrading that wide receiver position. I had to go between the O-line and the back that they got, because I think, well, I'm hoping that they get more of their identity to be more balanced this year. And hopefully with the fact that Juju's gone and they don't have a lot of experience at that wide receiver position, that they lean more on the ground game, a lot more on the ground game to keep Pat from holding on to the football a lot longer with younger guys. You know what I'm saying? Which keeps him clean, you know, and let this offensive line do a lot of the work this year. Hopefully they get more balanced. Hopefully they make a commitment to run the football this year. You know what I'm saying? And not get carried away, since, you know, if Pat comes out and throws four touchdowns in week one, they're like, oh, we just fine. Business as usual.
yeah.
Hopefully it don't happen like that. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully they take the time.
You know it is, Clint.
You know it is. You know it is. He's probably throwing 5 touchdowns week one.
Come out. Oh, we just fine. You know what I'm saying?
And it's probably gonna be on Thursday night.
You know what I'm saying?
Opening,
like, we good. Yeah, that's good.
Don't let us play the Bengals week one.
You know what I'm saying? Jeez. Like, no. Keep running going. Stop.
Kadarius Toney got 120 for 2.
You know what I'm saying?
Sky got 98 for 2.
Man, listen.
Travis got $150 for 1.
Man, don't. No.
Isaiah Pacheco, 60 yards.
Y'all really
8 carries.
8 carries.
Y'all really think Kadarius Toney can be the number 1 wide receiver?
I think he has a skill set.
I think he has potential, but I just think that it's the injury. It's the injuries. I've seen it. Like all you had to show me was the Jacksonville game when the dude was fixing his gloves and he high pointed the ball. That's some number 1 wide receiver type stuff to me.
I'll show you that Dallas game, 189 yards on Trayvon Diggs, who was an All-Pro that year, with Colt McCoy throwing him the ball.
Yeah. I think, like, I've seen it, and then his cutbacks is just nuts. He be putting dudes on the blender. Like, I just think
that's what be getting him hurt.
I just think he does the cuts too much. Like,
I mean, but I'm asking him for 16. You know what I mean? To be that guy outside, that's.
I hear you.
Tough,
I hear you. I'm just saying.
Hopefully, healthy do it.
I just think that if he wasn't injury prone, I think we would look at him a little differently.
Okay, so given the fact that he does have injury issues, why would you come out and say this is going to be our number 1 guy?
Because Beach loves him. And when Veach loves somebody, he loves hard. Just like he loves Pat. He loves hard. And Travis.
I wonder if it's a smoke screen. Or if they for real are like, yeah, he's gonna be our guy for 17.
Well, there's
Well,
still a chance D Hop comes here. I'm just saying it ain't dead yet.
If D Hop gets cut, and they said
Exactly.
that he June 1st cut, and
Right.
they could save $19 million if they cut him in June 1st. If D Hop's a Chief, then that lets you know how they feel about Kadarius Toney.
Yeah.
That lets you know how they feel about Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore and even Rashee Rice.
That would push him down to like wide receiver 5.
Speaking of MVS,
MVS is still on the roster.
I have a bold prediction about MVS.
Uh-oh.
I don't think MVS is going to be on this roster by midseason.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
You think he's getting cut before the season or traded mid-season?
Either trade. I think he gets traded to somebody.
Based off of what?
Just a bold prediction. I just think that they want to go young, man, and he's so inconsistent. Like he's not somebody we got to hold on to. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The only reason I want to keep him around is because availability is the best ability, and last year he played.
I give him that. No,
But
he's the veteran in the room right now. Like, but let's say training camp comes around, and we not hearing MVS's name, but we hearing Justin Ross's name, and we hearing Rice's name. And
we're gonna be hearing Justin Watson's name for
Tony.
sure.
But they like, MVS, he had kind of a quiet day today. I'm like, I don't know if he's making his roster.
Be kind of like Josh Gordon last year.
I don't know if he's making his roster.
Well, I mean, but y'all don't remember the Bengals game?
No, like I said, that's my problem with MVS though. Like he'll give you the Bengals game, he'll also give you the Super Bowl. Like he'll get you up the hill for $150 and 2 touchdowns, and then the next game it's like, did MVS play today?
Yeah.
Did you even
gotta
notice
look up
him?
the stat sheet? One catch, 8 yards. You're like, what?
Yeah, he had 8 yards when that happened. Like,
I must have been getting a drink or make up a play or something.
Because like that's my problem with MVS. And then he don't play like he's 6'4", but he plays like he's 5'11".
He's always been. He wanted to portray himself as being this deep threat, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Straight line
speed.
speed.
That's always been his thing. That's why him and Aaron stopped getting along. Since Aaron wanted him to play bigger than what he wants to play.
Yeah, I get it, but it's just like that's my problem with him though. He's just so inconsistent with it. It's just like if those guys are more consistent than him, even in training camp or in preseason games, they look better than him.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna be on that short leash, man. Like I get they like their veteran guys, and Chief Brass can be a little stubborn. You know what I'm saying? That's why we used to get Daniel Sorensen and Ben Neiman trotted out there a lot because they know the system. Like it was good knowing the system.
They don't play the well.
It was good at knowing the system if you can't get there. Like,
so who's
you know where you're supposed to be, but you're not there. So what's the deal?
So who's y'all for?
Right now, I'm saying right now, I'm still putting MVS because he's the veteran. So I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be Tony, MVS, Sky, Rice.
Yep, that's my 4 main runs right.
Probably there. Watson and Ross.
I think between Watson, Ross. Both Rosses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Between them to see who takes 5 and 6. You know what I mean? You know they're gonna keep either 5 or 6 of them.
Right.
So it's gonna be a fight down there. You know what I mean? To see which dude sticks for real.
Yeah.
Justin Watson's gonna be on the bubble this year.
I think so too. I'm not fooled by no 2-year deal. Like it's not like
and it's not the money's not guaranteed.
It wasn't like they signed him to a 2-year $5 million, $3 million guarantee.
They can cut him today and it wouldn't hurt.
I'd be like, oh, okay, he's solidified on this roster. But nah, it was a 2-year, like 1.2 million. Like they could eat that like
easily.
So, and like I said, I think they're hoping one of these young guys can override Justin Watson. Like, he's a fine wide receiver. As much as I gripe about him, he's a fine wide receiver. He's the typical wide receiver 4 or 5. You know, you're gonna see that on everybody's roster. Like,
Yeah.
you know, Justin Watson will always have a job because he's always going to be the reliable wide receiver 4. You know, we need a first and 10. Like,
Right.
where's Watson at? You know what I'm saying, real quick.
And he drops it, but no.
Yeah, he's gonna drop it.
Or he's not gonna fight for the ball.
He's not come back for it at all.
That's another reason why I don't like Watson, because he's 6'3" and he plays like he's 5'10". Like,
that's another reason I like Rice too, because watching his tape, he comes back to the ball. He's 6 foot, but you would think he's 6'2" or 6'3" by watching him.
He's a bigger body, you know, 6 foot, 6'1" type, you know. Receiver.
Yeah.
Like, those guys like Juju. Juju, you know, he's not the tallest dude in the world, but he's big. He's huge. You know, his body, his frame, and he likes contact.
His arms, bro.
And what I like about Rice is that he's a willing blocker too. You know what I'm saying? He even said it in his presser, like, "Look, I like to do the dirty work too. Like, if my teammate got the ball, I got to block. That's what I got to do. That's part of my job." And I was like, "Okay, I like this kid. He's not just all about the stats."
Yeah, he's supposed to shake hands and kiss babies. He just came to Kansas City.
True. But some guys just be like, "Man, I just want to make plays, dog." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, I'm in the end zone.
Like Jordan Addison.
Yeah, I just want to get in that end zone, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So you lighting the ass, Justin lighting the ass. So I guess y'all just gonna be cooking man coverage all day, press. Y'all just getting off the ball all day up there in Minnesota. Come on, man, please.
That ain't fair over there.
Come on, man. Come on.
That ain't fair.
Her cousin's still throwing the ball, so
this is true.
My point.
It's true.
Come on, man.
This is true.
Jordan Addison act like they just finna be the dynamic duo, and man, come on, man, please.
He said,
"Stop."
When Kirk Cousins throws it to the running back behind the line of scrimmage, and it's third
you
and
and
5.
Justin Jefferson are both wide open down the field.
Right. Well, what time of day is it? Oh, it's prime time. That explains. God, you know, like they know it's 3 o'clock. They know they losing, dog.
Sunday night or Thursday night or Monday night football, baby.
Y'all losing, bro. Y'all losing.
3 interceptions.
Sunday at 12 o'clock. It's a hot L. Y'all ain't winning nothing.
You just gonna see the Tyrann Mathieu hands.
You know what I'm saying? And then they was talking about letting Dalvin Cook go. Like, y'all can be stupid if y'all want to let Dalvin go.
It's not about cutting them because ain't nobody want to. Everybody knows that they're going to cut them. So
be stupid if they want to.
Yeah.
What you cut Dalvin Cook for? Why are you cutting Dalvin Cook? You see what I mean?
He makes that offense like go.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the play action pass. You know, he helps Kirk Cousins.
Thank you.
He does.
So why are you going to be disrespectful to him? He's still productive. He's productive.
Because they think Alexander Madison can fill that void.
Come on.
And I like Madison, but he's not no Dalvin Cook.
No. He's a great number 2 back. Like a 1-2 punch type thing.
Yeah. Come on. He's pretty good, but he's not no Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook is a generational talent.
Right. Come on.
We saw it in Florida State.
Yeah. Come on, man.
That's like the Giants being like, "Oh, we're going with Matt Breida.
Right.
We're gonna cut Saquon." Like what?
Right.
We're not gonna do that. Right. What we're not gonna do is that.
Bad football. It's just bad football decisions.
Yeah. So from the draft, you know, I know it's hard to pick these type of things because we won't know until these guys play.
Right.
But in your opinion, who are your draft winners and losers?
All right. So for the winners, I got Houston Texans. I really like what they did in the first round. You grab CJ Stroud, you trade back up, and so now you got a cornerstone player on both sides of the ball. Really like that. And they're going to both grow together, you know, at the same time, both being young and in the same draft class. What Philly did, obviously, I feel like they just took best available every pick, which just for some reason happened to be a Georgia player. Like 85% of the time when they got Nolan Smith, that was a steal because that you add that in with what they already got.
Right.
So I like and I really like what Seattle did too, because now they got the defensive back to pair with the the Woolen and the Kobe Bryant, and then you're gonna add in a receiver to pair with Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, and now you get what they actually needed, was more of a slot guy. Man, what Seattle did, and then they added that running back to put behind Kenneth Walker. So those are my three winners. My biggest losers is probably the Lions. I really don't like what they did at all. They reached significantly on a couple picks. The Lions would be my biggest loser. I'm trying to think of some other ones, though.
Go ahead, Clarence.
That's a tough one, man. That really is. Yeah, I have to agree. Houston, Seattle. I like what Pittsburgh did.
Yeah, Pittsburgh also did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know as far as losers. Maybe San Francisco.
They didn't have enough picks. That's why they lost.
Well, they drafted a kicker in the third round.
What did you need a kicker for when you got Robbie Gold? So,
and you could have got a kicker in the undrafted free agent. You really need one. The undrafted free agent.
In the third round, that's crazy for a kicker.
So, yeah, I had to go with San Fran.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, pretty much the consensus winner. Houston, Philly. I like Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh did a really good
Pittsburgh
job.
killed it. They got Joey Porter.
Yeah, they got Joey Porter Jr. They got what else? They got offensive
Darnell Washington,
yeah.
Broderick Jones.
They did their thing. So as far as losers, I'm with Detroit. I don't like what the Raiders did. They had some solid picks, but it was just kind of like, like it's been what they've been doing. Like Tyree Wilson, look, Tyree Wilson.
I like that pick a lot.
He could be a baller, but he got that injury. Like, you don't know what you're gonna get in him. Like, he could be Colin Farrell. Like, Jalen Carter is sitting right there. Why would you not pick the generational talent right there?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm picking him. Or even they need corners.
Mm-hmm.
You had Gonzalez sitting right there.
Sitting right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, I get you need defensive end, but they got Jones, they got
Crosby.
Like, you need corners, bro. You need somebody to cover. Because if they don't get home, somebody running past y'all.
Well, it's been happening. It's been happening to them for like the last 3 years.
Exactly. Like, I didn't get some of their moves. Yeah, Detroit. I never understood. I did not. In New England, like, I swear, like, picked like 7 offensive linemen. Like,
it looked like Jet on the verge of re-signing.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, they working on it right now.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. I know Brad Veach was having a presser today, so that's what's up. That's what's up. I think a lot of deals are about to get done because, like Brad Veach said in the presser a couple of weeks ago, he said he was going to wait after the draft.
He's going to circle back around, talk to Frank, and
probably
the Chris Jones.
The Chris Jones deal will probably get made.
Yeah,
I thought the Giants had a solid, okay draft.
Yeah, they
not
did.
Sold on it.
They had a solid draft. I like the corner Deontay Banks that they got.
Yeah.
You get Jalen Hyatt in the 3rd round. That's good value. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't sold on him being a 1st or a 2nd round pick.
Right.
But a 3rd.
But if you get him in the 3rd, that's good value.
Right.
You know
I wanted to say one more winner, Indy. If you look at what Indy did, I was actually really shocked. I love their draft. Like, from top to bottom, they got great value everywhere.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Anthony Richardson, obviously being their franchise quarterback. And then, obviously, I was high on Josh Downs all year. Shocked to see him go in the 3rd when he did. I thought that was a steal for him.
And they got Moochie there to teach him that offense. Yeah. It was a good fit.
No, Ballard actually did some risky stuff this year. He plays
he did.
He plays
his job was on the line.
He plays it safe all off season.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, come on, man, you got to go for it. You trying to win games here. I know Andrew Luck left you high and dry, but you got to move on from that player.
They're still probably trying to get a hold of Luck, man. Yo, you sure so?
They need to leave Luck. They need to leave Luck where he at because
They do.
he looks terrible. He looks terrible.
He's done.
He look like he been. Never mind. Stop.
He looked like he been on the Aaron Rodgers treatment.
No, worse than that.
Single football thrown in Luck's life right now. He ain't picked up.
He ain't smoking. He's smoking some. He like smoking something, but it ain't Oshawa. It's something else. Something else. He looks terrible. Like, woo.
Yeah,
that's what fatherhood looks like over in the land.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
You look depressed.
But you know, he was always a different breed of cat. Like,
no, he
was walking around with a flip phone. I was getting ready to say something else. Had to catch myself.
Yeah, he's kind of a nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did have that flip phone, that Motorola.
Had a damn flip phone, man. Who? See, let me shut up before I cuss him out. Yeah, cuss Andrew Luck out.
So let's talk about one more thing, fellas. Lamar Jackson finally gets his deal, man.
Yeah, well deserved.
5 years, $260 million, $185 million guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
How we feeling? Do we think Lamar Jackson got what he deserved? Think he deserved more? What's up?
No, I think he's the highest paid quarterback right now, so I think he got what he deserved. I think the deal works out for him perfectly, and for the Ravens too. There's no replacing Lamar Jackson this offseason. Not in the draft, not via trade, not via free agency. So I don't think there's any replacing him at all. So it makes sense to go out and pay him. Now you give him some receivers. So I really kind of like what Baltimore did in the draft too, and just this offseason in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had to agree. Like Baltimore, they can't replace that. You know that, and they want to try to give him the best opportunity to maximize his potential. You know, getting a Zay, bringing in an Odell, getting Rashad Bateman back, Mark Andrews, like, you know, changing offensive coordinators, so they're changing philosophies. They give him the opportunity to throw the football, you know, the same opportunities that Pat's getting. Basically, every quarterback in the league is getting, you know, those opportunities with guys on the outside. So, you know, it's about to be a different looking offense in Baltimore. But hopefully they don't get too far away from their bread and butter of being able to run the football either, because
that's
do that all day, every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I'm piggyback off of you guys. You know, Lamar got his deal. I'm happy for him. I'm glad that they got that settled. You know what I'm saying? It was well deserved. I think Jalen Hurts' deal is the catalyst of what got him his deal. They saw what Jalen. They had a template of what they can give Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Because say what you want, him and Jalen Hurts are in the same mode of type of player that they are. So I think they looked at that deal and was like, okay, we can give him a little bit more than what Jalen Hurts got. So they got the deal done. I'm happy. Baltimore, you got your quarterback, you know, your franchise for, 5 years.
If he comparing himself to Jalen, he better put up Jalen type of damn numbers.
I agree.
He better do
especially in the passing game, because Jalen.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, Tom.
Yeah.
But finally, we're gonna get to see it because now he got some Jalen Hurts weapons out there.
Yeah. You add in if Bateman stays healthy, you got him, you got Odell, and now you got Zay Flowers. Obviously, Mark Andrews still being there. Like, they got some weapons.
You got J.K. Dobbs in the backfield with Gus Edwards. Like, there's no excuses. Like, this offense it's all on the OC to get this.
Another or second year tight end, and likely too.
I like
last year.
No, he's nice. So
Man, they got some weapons down. They really loaded up this offseason.
Excuse for him.
nope.
No.
Excuse. Lamar gonna have to put it together, dog. I think he can though.
So after the draft, how would you rank the AFC right now? Of course, we're putting probably Chiefs number one.
I'm still ranking it the same, probably, honestly.
Yeah. Until
But
we
Baltimore, I'm creeping. I might have Baltimore ahead of Cincinnati because Cincinnati struggles to beat Baltimore, and they just got better.
they struggle to get out that division.
Yeah,
You look at what Pittsburgh did. Like
Pittsburgh too.
Pittsburgh,
Cleveland.
Cleveland too.
Cleveland has beaten Cincy. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, they go and get Joey Porter Jr. You know, in that secondary in Pittsburgh, like that was to be able to beat a Cincinnati team. You know, who want to try to feature wide receivers as the identity of that offense. So, yeah, man.
No, Cleveland had a sneaky good draft.
They did. I was going to say that too.
They got the right tackle that dropped Dwan Jones. He dropped to like the 4th, 5th round, whatever.
And they got that defensive tackle. I can't say his name, but he fell to the 3rd round. And I remember back in February, people was talking about this dude being like a top 20 pick.
Mm-hmm.
They got Cedric Tillman.
Yeah,
so they got a nice little squad over there. So don't sleep on Cleveland. I expect Deshaun Watson to be better than what he was last year. You know, so yeah, that North is going to be crazy. And then the East, you know, I think Buffalo got a little bit better. I like the Kincaid pick. You know, he finally got a tight end that can possibly, you know, be more consistent than Knox. Even though Dawson Knox is good, he's not great.
They just paid Dawson Knox.
Yeah. So I think they didn't like his inconsistency last year because there was high expectations for Dawson Knox last year, and he just kind of
because he had that breakout year, the 2021 season.
He just wasn't consistent enough. So maybe this Dalton Kincaid kid can be. And then, of course, the Jets, they went and got Aaron Rodgers, and we'll see how that roller coaster goes over there. You know, it could go two ways.
Aaron Rodgers needs to stay away from Knicks games. He's putting that bad juju on us yesterday. That's why we blew the lead.
Look,
Rodgers was sitting in the building.
Rodgers said that to y'all. That's called Jimmy Butler.
No, it was Tom Thibodeau that did that. But
Kevin
Jimmy
Love.
was balling, but
Y'all didn't stop Kevin Love's outlet passes all the 3rd quarter.
yep.
I'll put that on A-Rod. Y'all, Kevin Love wasn't even going down the damn court, man. Kevin Love was just standing there getting outlet passes the entire
He
third.
looked like the quarterback.
This, yeah. Like, y'all not going to stop this. Y'all just going to keep letting Kevin Love do this all game. Like, come on, man. Come on. Kevin Love. Pass the ball, Kevin. Go down the court. And then they're like,
Kevin Love looked like it's 2016 again.
yeah, dog. He didn't go down the court to play defense not one time. He just stood there. Well, I'm running down the court. Well, I ain't running down the court.
Yeah, don't blame Aaron Rodgers. Don't blame Aaron Rodgers for that.
That was Aaron. That was all on Aaron.
That was a good game, though. It's gonna be a good series.
That was gonna be a good series, really good series. Oh, snaps!
Oh, here he goes.
Heating fire.
No, not happening.
I don't think it'll be 5. Well, it could be.
We was Julius Randle yesterday, and you could see it. Like you said, with Kevin Love was killing us because Obi Toppin, he always does this on defense.
Yeah.
He gets lost from the perimeter. He gets sucked into the paint. And Julius Randle would have been on the perimeter. He would have been getting those rebounds more often than not. So I think that was a big loss.
Until the Knicks win a game in Miami. They got to win a game in Miami.
I agree with that.
They got to get one back in Miami. If they get one back in Miami, we got a series.
What y'all gonna do tomorrow, Clarence?
Take care of business. What else is there? Duh. This is the perfect matchup.
This is the matchup.
This was the better matchup than Sacramento. Sacramento fast. And we wouldn't match up with them like our ability, our length, Anthony Davis, he's gonna have to like ball out. Who's
gonna guard him?
Draymond. They're gonna throw Drake. No, I think first they'll put Looney on him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Draymond will rotate over to him. But either way, AD gonna have to play big. Like, can't be driving to the basket and laying on the floor. Like, you're gonna have to get up, hit your shot. and keep it moving. Like for real, like this is gonna be this'll solidify AD. If they beat
It would.
State and just like take care of them, like nobody else can say anything about AD. You know what I'm saying? The street clothes, AD, all of that, it'll make all of that go away. He got a man up against Golden State. He got to. But lengthwise, we'll kill him. You know what
They
I'm saying?
will.
And like
They're gonna kill him on the boards.
absolutely. And then like, okay, so you put Wiggins on LeBron, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Vando will guard Steph. You know what I'm saying? You let D'Angelo get Clay. You know what I'm saying? Tire Clay's ass out. You know,
Clay's
we match up.
washed.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. We match up perfectly against Golden State, dog. Perfectly. I think we win by 7 tomorrow. I think it's 107-100 tomorrow.
Okay. So not
I think y'all match up perfectly, but there's one thing you can't take into account for is Steph Curry. He's gonna, he's gonna go score start one of these games and absolutely light it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree with what you're saying, though.
Yeah, he's gonna get that. You can't deny that. Yeah, Steph will come from the dope. You know.
How many games this series go, Clanks?
5.
Ooh.
5. It's not going 7.
Who y'all got in that Denver and Suns series?
I got Denver.
Yeah,
I got Denver.
They too deep, man.
Yeah,
they're too good.
Yeah,
they didn't get enough credit throughout the year. Nobody was talking about Denver. I was like, they're the number 1 seed, and nobody's talking about them making it out of the West.
Yeah, for real.
No, they're deep, bro. It ain't just Jokic.
Yeah.
You look up like, damn, he on the team too?
And they only need him to play like 15 minutes a night, so his prime job is just come in and create a spark off the bench. Like,
real, man. Yeah, they a problem.
Like when they get him.
Oh. Right. Every night like that. When they get this dude. Yeah.
God.
Oh, we've been there.
You can start.
Man.
I thought they made a mistake by trading Bones Highland, but
yeah,
they didn't. They didn't.
Nope. Yeah. So if Suns don't do it this year, then
you cancel. They got the worst matchup that they could have asked for in Denver. Like, that's tough, bro.
It is tough.
KD didn't sign on for this.
And I think Phoenix don't play enough team ball. They just stand around and expect Devin Booker, Kevin Durant to do something. And Chris Paul.
Yeah.
They just like, all right, we're going to stand here and let you cook up. We're just going to stand in the corner.
DeAndre Ayton need to go sit on the bench because he's useless in this series.
Like, he is.
He's useless in this one. He can't do nothing for him in this series.
Because he can't guard the perimeter. They're stretching him out. They're literally stretching him out the game.
And then he's standing there looking at the coach like, what you want me to do now? Guard him!
For real, though.
Man. And then we standing there looking around like he don't know what he's doing, bro. Like, come on, dog.
Yes. It's all bad. It's all bad.
It is, bro.
How you think the Lakers will match up against Denver?
That's a 7-game series.
Yeah, it is.
That's 7. That's 7 games. I think we can get them though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, if AD is not hurt, like you talking about AD potentially being one of the top guys in the league overall. Like, dude was a point guard. You know what I'm saying? He got handles. He can. Man, there's no limit to what AD can do. And you notice LeBron is deferring to AD to be that dominant scorer. Like, so everything revolves around AD.
Yeah.
As AD goes, Lakers go.
Yeah.
This is his time, dog.
And the Lakers finally, Rob Pelinka finally put shooters around AD and LeBron.
Finally.
AD got to do what he did in the bubble, man. Take over. He got to take over like he did in the bubble.
Yep.
He don't do that.
They're not going nowhere.
Yep. They're not beating Denver.
They're not beating Denver. They're gonna get blown up. What by Denver?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the thing is out of I think it's out of Denver and the Lakers coming out of the West.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We got the Knicks coming out the East. We good. We good. Look, what happened yesterday? You can't hit a damn three.
So y'all could get past Boston time.
We could get past Boston. We got a good record against Boston regular season.
Sign me up.
No, he like that. He like that.
We can beat Boston. Hey, I'm not scared of Boston.
Yeah, bro.
Clarence can't stand Boston.
No, I hate Boston. Everything about them.
You bring up Jason Tatum, he started getting eyes.
I like Jason Tatum though.
I
like him and Jaylen Brown, but other than that,
Jaylen Brown, I just can't stand Jason Tatum. I think he stinks.
Jesus, he stinks.
Yeah.
Like he's smell.
They're alive.
He said, "I think he stinks." I think it's new Jordans though that they were a miss. Tatum's Jordans.
Yeah, that's a good for him. I hope all his marketing ideas go in the toilet. I do. Shouldn't try to be Kobe Bryant, man. There's only one Kobe, bro.
That's his idol, man.
I don't care. You say that for off the court. You don't bring that to basketball.
Kobe wanted to be Mike.
Look, and
that was his idol.
He was close.
Kobe would never say that until after.
Right. And Jason Tatum won't walk around with an armband all the way up to his collarbone. You know what I'm saying? Kobe ain't never wear no damn high-ass armband like that. I'm going to put it on my bicep. Yeah, that'll represent Kobe. No, you look like a fool. You know what I'm saying? Just a damn giraffe trying to dunk the ball. Got the ball out caught like this. Come on, man, stop. He ain't Kobe Bryant, dog. Kobe ain't play like that. Stop. Jaylen Brown played closer to Kobe than Jason Tatum do. I said it. Brown is closer to Kobe Bryant's game than Jason Tatum's. Jeez. If you go back and you watch it, go back and
watch that finals last year.
Watch Kobe's tape. You'll see Brown is closer to Kobe than Jason Tatum's game is. And that's the cold hard facts about it. Like game wise.
I think if Jaylen Brown was to get out of Boston and be number one, we could see it.
I can't wait for him to leave Boston. I cannot wait. Maybe Houston.
Maybe he should take a little train down to MSG, check some things out.
No.
I'm on the roster. If we threw Jaylen Brown on that roster, we're going to the finals.
What other topics
we winning it all?
Oh. What other topics we got? Ain't nobody talking about him going to the Knicks. I ain't like the Knicks since Patrick Ewing was there. Boo! John Starks couldn't stand him. Xavier McDaniels couldn't stand him. Then he like Oakley when he was in the Knicks. Boo!
He said couldn't stand him.
Ooh, Derek Harper, Mark Jackson. I hated all of them, bro. Ooh, I couldn't stand the Knicks back then.
All right, fellas. What grade would you give this draft?
For who?
For the Chiefs.
Did we talk about that?
No, we said draft grade, winners and losers. We didn't give a draft grade for the Chiefs.
Go ahead, Ty.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just say a B. I think it's a safe grade. I'm not saying that to discredit the Chiefs by any means. I think it's hard to get an A plus unless you draft high in the draft. I mean, that's just the way the draft works out. Or unless you're the Philadelphia Eagles and you just every player just falls in your lap. Right. Like it just so happened to work out for them. But so I'm gonna give it a B. They addressed like Chris said, first 3 picks, all needs. We talked about that on this show since February. Defensive end, offensive tackle, and receiver being the 3 biggest needs. So I'll give it a B.
Yeah, I have to ride with you on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, given the position, they got what they was able to get.
Yep.
Which was quality guys that could potentially come in and start and contribute something. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't anything that jumped off the board, but we knew that going in. This is what happens when you win. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So for that case, I mean, I'm happy every year not getting an A+ draft. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with y'all. I'm gonna give them a solid B. Um,
Mm-hmm.
they got, like you said, the first 3 rounds. They hit on their needs that
Mm-hmm.
we needed for this team, and then the other picks were more so upside guys, like guys
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
that the Shamari kid from Virginia Tech. He could hit. He could be a replacement maybe for L'Jarius Sneed. We never know. If we don't resign with L'Jarius Sneed, he could be that guy because you saw the tape. He could blitz. He could hit. He could play multiple positions in that backfield. So there's a lot of upside on those other picks. The B.J. Thompson kid, if next year he could be a perennial pass rusher for us.
Right. Right.
So Keandre Colbert, he's a D
That was
tackle.
probably the biggest steal for the Chiefs.
You could add him to that rotation, and he could possibly be a better version of Nadi. When
Yeah.
Nadi was good, he was that good nose tackle. But we could use him as that in the middle. That stout. He's a little bit more of an athlete than what Nadi was too.
Yeah.
So, I think it's a solid B. Veach and his team, they do what they always do. They do their homework, they research, and they get the players that they want. That's why when we do these mock drafts, we do it for fun, but
Yeah.
it's laughable because country said it best. The Veach don't care what we want.
Nope. I don't think Beach has ever taken a prospect that I've fallen in love with, which is not a knock on Beach. I'm just saying.
Right. Yep. Facts.
You like the run? Oh, you like the
Oh,
running
you
back,
like
Joe?
Prince.
Oh, you like the running back, Joe?
The undrafted one, not the first round one.
Not the first round one, but the undrafted guy. He didn't even go in the 7th round, Joe. He didn't even go in the 7th round, Joe. But you like this guy, huh?
Yeah.
Watch, Joe gonna be saying, "No, this guy needs to start over Pacheco."
Nah, I don't think you're gonna be saying that yet.
Watch.
Oh, this dude.
I told you.
Bro. Come on. Set your pride to the side sometimes, Joe. That's ridiculous.
His vision is better than Pacheco.
Come on.
He doesn't run into the offensive line.
Pop is that dude.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But this Prince, I do like what I see. No, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, Joe.
I mean, we haven't seen him catch that many balls out the backfield, but when he did, man, he was
No, he was
explosive
good.
after the catch.
Yeah, he was good. He was good. He catch the ball. It was the only knock on Pacheco really was his pass pro. That was it.
Yeah.
His pass protection. You got to get better at that. You got to protect that because that Chargers game where he whiffed. Patrick got killed. They put him on the bench so fast.
The rest of the game, they said,
"Yeah,
you stay over there, man, for this one."
That's why you signed back number one. That's why
you sit right there because we put McKinnon down here.
number one is coming back. So
Yep.
He should.
No need to worry.
I think it's going to be number one. I got a bold prediction. I think it's going to be obviously Pacheco being the number one back, McKinnon being number two, but it ain't going to be Clyde It's going to be Deneric Prince. He's going to be the third back. Clyde's going to be gone.
I think so too.
Mm.
I think so too. I think they're gonna try to get whatever they can for.
It's gonna be a conditional 7th round pick.
You get a 7th round for the dude.
Mm.
Goodbye, good riddance.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Clyde. Don't get it twisted. I actually like Clyde. I just think Clyde needs to go somewhere else.
Yeah, he does.
Where he'd be utilized more.
Utilized the way he can be, and the scheme isn't so difficult.
Because he needs to be in the McKinnon role.
Yeah,
but McKinnon obviously plays that role better than anybody we could get. So,
right, any team that already has a starting back, and he could just be that third down receiving back, he'll be good for that.
Jacksonville will make a lot of sense for me still.
Yeah, I could see him on Jacksonville. Yeah, I can see him now. We'll see, fellas. We'll see. Well, the draft is in the books. The schedule should be coming out in a couple of weeks. We'll probably do a show on the schedule.
May 11th to drop.
Yeah, we'll do a show on the schedules. See what games I might be going to this year. Hopefully we'll see what. Hopefully we're opening it up against the Bengals so they can see those rings and that banner come down.
Yeah, did y'all see the videos from that?
Who hasn't seen that video? That thing's been everywhere.
What video?
Yeah,
That's Travis, that fake Lombardi trophy and
Oh
everything.
yeah, he spiked it.
yeah, people's getting mad.
Yeah.
People were getting mad at Travis, and when Travis and Mahomes came out with the Super Bowls,
About that, man.
but it's like this is the first year when the Super Bowl champion was hosting the draft,
And they could celebrate.
Yeah.
COVID fucking happened. Let them fucking be champs.
and so they're
You
supposed to be
31 other fucks had an opportunity to win that ring, and you didn't do it. So now suffer. Nana the fucking boo boo.
and let's not act like if Cincinnati would have won the Super Bowl and the draft was in Cincinnati,
I wouldn't have watched it.
It was Skyline Chili all over the place.
Man, these assholes, they didn't win it, and they still got pictures of them holding a fucking Lombardi trophy. They still got pictures of it, and they ain't won shit. They didn't win the Super Bowl that they went to, and they still got pictures of their players in Bengals t-shirts holding a Lombardi trophy on a.
That's not even real.
That's not even fucking real. That's how delusional they are. So imagine if they would have won it. Oh my God. They'd be trying to drag their balls across everybody.
I hope they never win it. That's all I gotta say. Because I'm gonna be off Twitter for like a good 6 months.
Yeah, for real. I'd delete my account. I'd block them.
Deactivate it.
That shit. I wouldn't.
They are gonna be unbearable.
Yes, unbearable. Unbearable.
They're going to be.
There's this one.
The ignorance is going to be.
I'm not name. There's one that's worse than that other dude that I'm not going to say his name. But there's another one that's just as bad, and that motherfucker don't quit. Like that motherfucker is a bingo troll. So they would, go crazy.
So I'm just saying, any team, if they had won the Super Bowl and the draft was in their city, they would be celebrating. They best players would have came out with the Super Bowl and all that stuff.
They didn't get to celebrate their Super Bowl the first time, bro.
Yeah, they didn't. They didn't because it was the COVID year.
COVID happened as soon as the parade was over.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let them celebrate. Shit, they didn't get to do it.
They hate, man.
Let them take some commercials and act a fool. They deserve it. They earn that, man. Oh, he slammed the trophy. So what? He bought it. You mean? He paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but they act like he went to the trophy case. Won Arrowhead drive.
Yeah.
Grabbed it and said, I'll be back.
Yeah. I'll be back. Like, they gonna let him do that.
Hey, let me borrow this for a second, Clark.
Right.
I'll be back.
Clark gonna be like, you better, you ain't going anywhere with that.
Travis, if you don't close that shit and go somewhere.
You got about 5 seconds. They can go. Trophy. I'm gonna let.
You know what I'm saying?
You Detroit.
I'm gonna let Big Rob break your head.
So what happened was after they left the draft, he said, "Let me borrow it." Coach said, "I can borrow it next pack." And he said, "Let me hold that for the weekend."
Yeah, let me hold this for the weekend. I'm gonna bring it back Monday. I'm just gonna slam it on the ground.
He said, "I could take it to Kel's Jam with me." Come on,
like they gonna let him do that?
Everybody. Travis would probably do some shit like that. Like, come on, man. Like, they ain't trusting Travis with that damn trophy, bro.
No.
Come on, man. He just put an official trophy. Man, stop. Shut the.
Clark Hunt probably gets shaky when he was holding it at the parade and shit. He's probably like, oh my God.
They probably got nervous when he held it on the stage at the draft. You know what I'm saying? Like, Travis will get turned quick. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Keep your eye on Travis. Keep your eye on Travis. He got that trophy. Keep your eye on him. Give me
hey, get that trophy from Travis right now. You know how you do your kid. Hey, Clarence, you know you do your kid. Hey, get that.
You know what I'm saying? Quick, boy.
Hey, get that from me.
All right.
He gonna tear that controller up.
You know what I'm saying? They know what Travis finna do, man. You know how Travis get down.
Yeah, I seen this too. Bengals, Bills fans waiting in line to take pictures with our trophies.
That's retarded.
Come on, bro. If you zoom in on those pics, people, y'all can see it probably says Kansas City Chiefs, on that trophy.
Yeah, and the newest one's got the score on it too.
Oh, even better. So y'all need to take pictures with your whack ass jerseys on because y'all ain't won shit. Y'all didn't win shit. You hear me? Nothing.
That's terrible.
He says
that's just a loser mentality right there. Like I'm gonna take a picture with the Super Bowl trophy with the other team. Like, come on.
Yeah. Y'all ain't win shit.
Well, I mean, that's about the closest they gonna get.
Right.
As long as Patrick Mahomes is in this division.
Mm-hmm.
What would y'all do if Patrick Mahomes, his whole career, he wins the AFC West? His whole career, he wins the division.
Listen, that's tough for Chargers, Broncos, and Raiders fans, dog.
Because at least with even with the Patriots, the Jets got in there a little bit,
When did the Jets get? Okay, so the Jets won what? 2 years of that?
Yeah, 2 times.
Shit, that's still just a long time.
No, it's a long time. That's still commendable.
That's like 18 years they won it.
Yes. I mean, it can happen. Shit, that's what the Patriots showed you. It can happen, and Patrick is that kind of dude to get that done. Like,
and a lot of people be like, "Oh, well, Tom Brady and was facing bad quarterbacks." That's on the other team's fault.
Right?
They learn to draft.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just cold hard fact.
Quarterback.
That's their reality. It's gonna be their reality. Like,
yeah,
they're gonna kick their ass every year.
I hope so. Yeah. Let one of the AFC West teams get one.
Jesus Christ.
You talking about the Bengal fans being embarrassed. Let Raider fans win the division 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be at work hearing it.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me, man.
It's over. It's over for y'all. We
finally at the 10 years.
Yeah.
They win it 1 year, they go back to being 2-15 the next year.
Yeah. Because they spend all of everything for 1 year. Yeah, I can see them doing that.
And they get smoked in the
little bit more.
They get smoked in the division around
Denver would do it before the Raiders would.
Yeah.
I think Denver would spend all of everything
just for 1 year.
Just 1 year. Yeah.
You mean like they did last year?
I think it could get a lot worse than that. Shit. Knicks fans, damn.
Yeah, I'm hating. Hey, we won. At least we got a couple of championships. Might have been way back in the 70s, but they still count.
Shit. I wasn't even thought of when they was winning.
Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
Yeah, they made me have to sit here like, where the fuck the Knicks win?
That was before I was born.
Yeah, it was before anybody else was born.
That motherfucker that was fucking Knicks
like 1972 or something like that.
That's 10 years before me.
I wasn't here. Oh damn.
10 years before me.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody been there. Ty? Shit.
Joe wasn't born. I wasn't born. Clans wasn't born.
No. The only thing I can think of with the Knicks is Michael Jordan dunking on them.
Yeah, that's all I can think of.
I used to love the Bulls Knicks games. I love them fucking games.
I used to love Bulls, Knicks, and Knicks and Heat. That's what I used to love.
Yeah, Knicks and Heat. Yeah, that was a good
Somebody tell Pat Riley his ass needs to stay away from MSG.
Oh, he
take his old ass back to Miami. Get out of here.
He jinxed it too.
He jinxed it too, man.
Man, y'all jinxed yourself yesterday. Yeah, gave up that third quarter. Y'all lost it in the third Quit letting fucking Kevin Love play Aaron Rodgers in y'all court. Shit. Y'all lost the third quarter.
We did, yeah.
Outlet pass.
The way Kevin Love was throwing them passes, I thought he should have got drafted.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. Y'all lost it. You better get Julius Randle back for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of drafted quarterbacks, what's your thoughts on Will Levis going to the Titans?
I actually thought where they got him at, it wasn't bad because they didn't pick him high in the draft. So, I mean, taking him, what was his second round pick?
Yeah, 33rd.
Yeah.
33rd.
That ain't too terrible.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it does make sense. Tennessee, Ryan Tannehill.
My boy is pissed off.
Will Levis, man. I just don't like. He didn't beat Tennessee. He got his ass kicked against Tennessee. Like,
he got his ass kicked pretty much all year.
You left
Vanderbilt.
Didn't win the job at Penn State, so you go to Kentucky. Like that don't.
I don't like that either.
My boy Jamal is a Titans fan, and he is pissed. He said, "I'm done." Like,
really?
He's over.
They gave up on Malik Willis after like 1 year. They barely even gave him a chance.
Thank you. Talk about evaluating potential.
That's Vrabel, man. Vrabel ain't like Malik Willis since he got in a building.
No, he didn't like Malik Willis since he started.
I remember in the preseason game, the boy was he was doing what he could, using his legs like most running quarterbacks do in their first year.
Mm-hmm.
He was mad. He won the game.
Mm-hmm.
He was mad. I ain't like he didn't throw the football like I told him to. It's like, dude, we won.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's okay. Let him go somewhere that's quarterback friendly. Let him grow into a quarterback.
Yeah, me too.
They might mess around and get Will Levis or Malik Willis. They might be able to get him because he's gonna get cut by the Titans. The Titans gonna let him.
San Francisco might, or not San Francisco. Yeah, the Raiders.
Yeah.
I was joking with my homie at work. I was like, "Watch out, get Will Levis with that pick, that fifth pick." He was like, "Man, I'm a quit." He said, "I'll take off for work."
Did he like the pick though? Did he like Tyree Wilson?
Nah, he was mad. He wanted the kid, the Witherspoon kid from Illinois, but what's your name got him. So he was mad.
Man, that's what surprised me. Like,
yeah,
I guess y'all cool with that ragged ass O-line now, huh?
Yeah. I told him, I said, what happens if I get an old lineman? He was like, we don't need no more. I mean, we need it, but we don't need it. I said, yes, y'all do.
You need it.
You need to help Jimmy G out over here a little bit.
Josh Jacobs, like what? Okay, man.
Jimmy G's already got injury history. You put a bad line in front of him, you're asking for something. You're asking for trouble.
And y'all ain't got no DB. Y'all stupid.
Yeah, I didn't understand it.
Y'all dumb as shit.
All
the bad shit happened.
All the Chiefs receivers is gonna be eating against the Raiders twice this year.
Trash ass damn Raiders picks.
I did like the tight end.
Shit we don't need.
Yeah,
I did like the tight end that they got though.
Yeah,
Mayer.
That was one thing I was kind of shocked the Chiefs didn't do was grab a tight end at some point in this draft, being one of the deeper tight end classes. But
I kind of figured they wasn't gonna sign it because they re-signed everybody. Like they signed Jody back, they brought back, Blake
Bell, Noah Gray still in the building.
I was like, this is gonna be kind of a hard tight end room to crack. Like, oh no, they're gonna draft a tight end. Mm-hmm. So now if they didn't bring Jody back or Blake Bell, I'd be like, okay, they're gonna go get a tight end in this draft. Yeah. But I just think they're in the mindset like, no, we're never gonna replace a Travis Kelce. Like,
no,
it's not.
That production's gonna come wide receiver position.
Yeah, that's why I said they drafted Rashee Rice because they want a true X. They've been looking for an X for the longest. They're looking for an X. They got Z's.
Even when we had Tyreek. Even when we had Tyreek and all them guys, we were still looking for that.
And Sammy was an X, but he couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah, couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah, he couldn't take the beating over the middle anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And he was physical. He just, physicality just wasn't in his favor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. His hamstrings just wasn't nice to him. So So, but yeah. All right, fellas. It's a good show today, man. We think we covered a lot, talked about a lot. I'm excited for the season, y'all. I can't
Me
wait for
too.
football to get back.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of this.
Got like what, 2 months, 3 months?
You know, the Royals are done.
They didn't even hold us to the draft. They
Hey,
couldn't even get us through the first month of the season.
3 months until training camp. Yeah.
Yep.
I
Go
really, I really don't watch hockey, even though the
go
Vegas Knights are out here doing their thing. I don't
Braves.
watch hockey.
Go Braves. Go Braves.
No, come on. The Mets is
Ah,
taking
come
that division.
Them damn sorry ass Royals, Ty. Shit. Sorry, fuckers. And
I
they got
mean, they are trash.
stadium.
They are.
But me and Ty knew this already.
We knew it day one.
I wasn't gonna get
First
my hopes
game.
up. Get
Can,
my
can,
hopes up
can we have a new stadium too?
for what?
We ain't shit. But can we
They need to be playing at a high school stadium.
man?
They should be playing at the park.
Yeah. Let them slide the home plate on that concrete. Make their ass appreciate some nice shit.
All right.
Fuckers.
When Bobby Witt Jr. is on the LA Dodgers and
Oh,
Cubs,
no. And
Yeah.
MJ Melendez is playing for the
Who?
Yankees, and
Who?
Vinny Pasatino is
Who these people you talking about? Ty?
playing for the fucking Yankees.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I'm telling you, it's
Yeah.
gonna happen. Don't get used to Bobby Witt Jr. Don't go buy his
No,
jersey.
no.
He ain't gonna be a Royal for life.
No.
the last two Royals jerseys I bought, the player is now gone. I got a Whit Merrifield and Andrew Benintendi jersey, both of them gone.
I thought you was going to say like a Salvi
I'll take a
Well,
salary.
I got one of those, but he's still here.
or a
Yeah.
Gordo or
Salary ain't going there.
Enzo Kane or a Hosmer from back
Yeah.
blues. From back then when they was small balling and winning, yeah, but
Mhm.
not this shit right here.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they do.
Y'all can't even
I think
small
they might need to hire
ball.
Brett Beach at this point.
Man, how the fuck they can't even small ball to get a win, dog? Like it's
Mahomes is like, I ain't signed up for this.
you know what I'm saying? Like
I ain't signed up
Mahomes
for this.
going to the games, embarrassed.
ain't got one player that can drive
Okay.
to that fucking park. That's embarrassing. That's y'all home park, and y'all don't have not one guy that can get them out of there. How do you do that? How do you manage to have that happen? And you can't sign a big name guy to come here. So why ain't you finding this potential somewhere? But go look overseas for it. Something.
Really go try to get your what's his name? Otani, whatever his name is. Better go get one of them.
Shohei,
Go find one of them.
hey, listen, Shohei kicked their ass a couple of days back when they was in Anaheim. I think one of them games it was Mike Trout and Otani both homered in the same game. Like it was like one of them rare feats where they had like 3 home runs back to back against the Royals. Royals ass, man.
Man, I could go out there and pitch for the Royals the way they're playing.
Yeah, their pitching is terrible.
They pay good money.
They could pay me a couple $100,000 to go out there and pitch a game.
Oh,
They ain't got no closers, man.
they ain't got shit. Okay.
Yeah, Clarence said it. We got 3 players really
Ain't got
that are
shit.
proven.
Ain't got shit.
Like I said, they're gonna be gone in a couple of years. So
Is it?
Which one?
I don't think this young core will ever win a play or will ever even make the playoffs.
They won't. They won't. Maybe
That sucks.
stadium would fix things. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
I don't think.
maybe to bring up the morale. Maybe to bring the morale up.
no, they need to make a more hitter friendly fucking park.
They do.
Well, that's true.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? 'Cause I mean, it only bats that drive them out there are your Aaron Judges, your Vlad Guerreros, you know, somebody with a big bat. But I mean, shit, if they had a hitter friendly fucking park, maybe some of these kids could drive them out and start producing some runs and getting people to say, you know, maybe we can go to Kansas City and have a little success. But the park's too damn deep and dead spots. Like it's It's bad.
410 straight away. I was like,
Yes, dog. That's terrible. It's not a hitter-friendly park at all. At all, man.
and we don't have the pitchers either. So
Oh.
I mean, it's hitter friendly for the opponents, just not for hitter friendly for everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as the season starts for the Royals, it's over.
It was over day one.
Series.
Everybody gets excited. Yeah, Royal baseball.
And then by 3:00 that day,
Yeah.
everybody back to normal.
What's the Chiefs doing?
Yeah.
What's the Chiefs doing?
You know what I'm saying? Like when I found out because they was opening against the Twins, I said, "Oh shit, they finna lose this series." Oh, they fucking lost it. First game, lost.
Second game,
lost.
And they be getting smoked too. Like,
yes, they do.
9-1, 9-0.
I think they won like 3 games at home this year.
Yeah. What's the record? Like 6? They got like 6 wins, right?
Yeah.
Ain't that a bitch? They're like 29, 30 games in, and they only got 6 wins, bro.
Terrible.
So they 6-24, 6-23, something like that. God damn.
It's over. It's over.
Yeah, it's been over.
He said it's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
That's why we get excited for the off season.
Yeah, the draft, and now it's like, what am I gonna do in between? Like, we got the schedule released, but like now in July, I'm just gonna be watching the NBA.
We'll be watching the rookie mini camps. That's what we're gonna be doing.
I know what you could do in July. You could take that time and stroll on over and watch the Braves play.
I'll rather watch the Mets. The Mets.
Ooh. Boo. Mets burn in hell too.
They're cursed though. I mean,
to hell with the Mets. They are rivals. We don't.
Yeah, that's right.
We don't like.
I mean, not really, because they can't beat y'all. They can't get past you.
But they act like they can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll win a couple series early and start talking shit like it's their year. Then we catch them at the end of the year and win the division.
Just like last year, around this time, they were saying the division was won for the Mets.
Because they beat our ass early.
Yep.
They beat our ass in May and June. They were kicking our ass, but we know what it is. Like, we're going to catch them August and September and win the division. And the Mets going to be stepchildren as usual. We they daddy. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
Braves. No.
No
to the Braves.
But I digress.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting between now and training camp. Obviously, got the schedule release, rookie mini camps, all that stuff. But outside of that, I mean, we got some signings probably coming up within the next couple of weeks, just around the NFL. I feel like that's going to pick back up, and then after that,
then you get that dead period.
Yep.
After the All-Star game in baseball, there's nothing until like late July when training camp start opening. It's on the way.
Yep. It's gonna be a fun summer.
All right, fellas, go ahead and land this thing down. Let's give a shout out to the sponsor, Every Morning Quarterback. If you look down at the bottom, see the link, emqpodcast.com/locker-room. If you go to that link, you'll see all the podcasts that is under the Every Morning Quarterback umbrella. We got a 49ers one, a Chargers one, a Jets one, and we got the Chiefs one. Arrowhead Chief Podcast. You click on the banner, you'll see all of our episodes, the recent ones to the past ones. So check us out. You can listen to all our old episodes and get caught up to all the stuff that we've been talking about up until this point. And they also have a podcast of their own on YouTube. Check them out. Go to the YouTube channel, subscribe. They talk about everything league-wide. They also have betting tips for the week when football season is in. They talk about what to bet on and all that good stuff. They also got college football stuff that they talk about. So go ahead, check them out. Shout out to Anthony, Brandon, Connor, and Zach over there at Every Morning Quarterback. Whatever streaming platform that you use to listen to your podcast, every Arrowhead Chief podcast is on there. It's on Spotify, Apple, Google, Stitcher, Breaker, Anchor, all of them. Check us out on there. Subscribe, follow, get all our episodes on whatever streaming platform that you listen to. And whatever social media platform that you use, Arrowhead Chief Podcast is on there. You can look us up at AH Chief Podcast. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and we're on TikTok. Check us out. Follow us. We'll follow you back. Because Clarence, what's our motto?
We in Hollywood over here.
We in Hollywood. We are fans just like y'all. So interact with us. Talk to us. If you got some feedback or you want us to talk about a topic on the show, hit us up. Make sure it's within reason, nothing stupid. We don't do stupidity over here. We're all logical thinkers over here. You know what I'm saying? And don't come at us raw. Talk to us nice. Okay? Because I'll send Clarence on your ass right now. He will knock on your door and beat you up.
Pizza. Oh yeah, I did want pizza.
As soon as I open the door, boom.
Arrowhead Chief
told
Podcast.
me it's not this.
Arrowhead Chief Podcast. Where we beat you up. Where we beat you up if you talk reckless.
And one last thing I want to say before we get off here. Bijan Robinson is not a Chief. And neither is Jahmyr Gibbs. That's all I got.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah, Joe. Talking all that running back crap. We weren't getting no running back.
They didn't even draft one at all. They waited till the undrafted free agents rolled around and picked one up.
Damn.
Joe over there quiet now.
You know
Yeah, Joe. Well, yeah, Joe. Huh?
They're gonna try to pivot and say, "No, I was just talking about running backs being devalued." Fool, you said the Chiefs was getting one. You know what I'm saying? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. All right, man.
I just want to know, was Brett Veach's board online with your board, Joe?
Well,
Did you like Brett Veach's board? Because I don't know that board that you put up. What was the board that Brett Veach had? It was actually the opposite. It was actually the opposite, sir.
Man, you got me crying, bro.
Oh, now you want to get see Joe. Now he want to get quiet. Now let's see what it is, Joe.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right, Joe.
He'll come back later in the chat or on Twitter or something, going crazy, dog.
Yeah.
I did. That's not what I said. Not say that. That is not what I had said.
Yeah, that was funny Thursday night though when Bijan got drafted. I think it was me, Clarence, and Mark.
Yeah.
We all just typed in the group at the same time.
I saw it. I was at work when y'all was typing this, so I couldn't join in.
I had to get him, dog. I did not say that. I said that the running back position was not going to be devalued. That's not what I had said. Yes,
And we had said Bijan was going to get drafted in the first round.
I'm the only one that didn't say that because I definitely underestimated that this class is definitely not like this draft class isn't as deep as others. Like last year, you see a Breece Hall, who in my opinion is a more complete running back than Bijan Robinson because he can catch out the backfield, because he can do pretty much everything, go in the second round. So,
but I like the fact that Bijan went to the Falcons. Like
it makes sense, yeah.
It made perfect sense with Cordero there. I mean, he's the pass catching running back for them. You know,
Yep.
They got that other kid too. What's his name?
Algier.
Yeah, he's nice.
You know, so Bijan going there with that young running back or young quarterback too, Ritter, like Atlanta might be special this year.
And that division ain't that tough.
Oh, it's the whole division's retooling.
Yeah.
You know? And they got Kyle Pitts and Jonnu Smith on that team, 2 tight ends, like
and Drake London.
London. Yeah, the Falcons may win that division.
Then they added them safeties. They added Jesse Bates. Like the Falcons had a low key good offseason.
Yes, dog. Yes.
Who is in that division?
The Panthers,
The Saints and the Bucks.
Watch out for the Panthers, man. Watch
Yeah.
out for the Panthers. Because they got Jonathan Mingo over there now.
Yeah.
And
The
Mingo kid gonna be
Bucks will
special.
be bottom because they got Baker as their quarterback. Like,
I like Mingo, but at the end, especially towards like Wednesday of last week, I kind of was out on Mingo. I think the hype overshadowed the production and the talent for me. I think the hype was just too much for me with Mingo.
I don't know, man.
but
They say he's Debo Samuels, man.
Yeah. He's gonna be working with Thielen too. So
I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'm not saying I don't think Mingo's gonna be good, but
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. Well, Joe say something.
But compare him to AJ Brown and the other receiver out of Ole Miss.
DK.
Yeah.
AJ.
He said, damn,
I gotta call y'all talking shit. What you gotta say now, Joe?
Atlanta. Gibbs in Detroit. He's in Kansas City.
What you gonna say? That's because they got picked. If they didn't get picked, Kansas City would have got them.
The running back was devalued, and I didn't say that they was going to actually come to Kansas City. Sure. You did say they was coming to Kansas City.
And I got a PSA for Boogie and anybody else out there. I want my $20 when Lucas Niang finished the season as a starter. God damn it!
Tell him.
Drop your cash out.
Tell him.
You know what I'm saying? Don't give me the $20 now because y'all making it seem like I already lost. Oh, that's a bad bet. Okay,
that's a bad bet. I'm like, they acting like he's gonna be released.
Yeah,
I don't know what I don't know, man. I don't know.
Going into camp, he's
I don't know
as the projected starter. So that means that the rookie has got to ball out to take that job away from the end. He's the put-in starter, bro. So y'all can hate it or love it, dog, but it is what it is. Y'all pay Chris's bread.
I'm a ransack Kingdom Cast. I'm just gonna jump on unannounced. Where my money at?
Hop in.
I'm like, country man, I just want to come on and give y'all flowers. And then I'm just gonna get in there and be like, yo, Boogie, where my money is?
You gotta pull out the whiteboard like Mark always does with the Cash App tag on it.
Like, look, man, I ain't here to interrupt y'all show. Y'all having a good show. I love it. Where's my money at, Boogie?
It's gonna be after week 1.
Yeah.
After that Thursday night.
Yeah, for real.
Did you see how he locked down Bosa? You're loving him now. I don't want to hear no props from you. I'm giving them props now. You loved him in the beginning of the season. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Watch. That other group that me and Ty, I can't wait for that other group to be like, oh, look at me, it's so good. I'm be like, nope, none of y'all.
There's a specific person in that group that I won't say his name, but I feel like this. He claims he's not a Niang hater, but anytime Lucas Niang is brought up in this group, this dude could be quiet all day. I swear he's got notifications on for Lucas Niang because as soon as that comes across, he hops in the group. I'm like, but where was you been all day? And then Lucas Niang gets brought up. And
come on, dog.
I told you to tell him to go grab his color pencils and go grab and draw one of those ugly ass pictures that he drew.
Go ahead down to color.
Go color something. Matter of fact, make me a drawing.
He said, draw out the logo for us.
Yeah. We need another one. All right, fellas. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. And all of Chiefs Kingdom, I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day, rest of the week. The draft is over. Probably rookie mini camps. At least we didn't.
I remember when he was saying that we shouldn't take him at 31 because obviously the right tackle. Somebody took the dude at 12. Chicago.
Yeah.
They must think he could play. He could play on the left side.
talking about Darnell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was surprised he was the first one taken.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of high for a right tackle, but
I thought it was gonna be Peter Squassenroff or whatever his name is.
So clearing up that name, he told that shit.
Skoronix. I think
Skoronski. Skoronski.
Whatever.
Skoronski, Chris.
I don't care.
He said,
God damn, that wasn't even close. Whatever you just said wasn't even fucking.
I wasn't even trying to be close.
He said Skonsky. Oh my god.
It wasn't even close, Ty.
He didn't even try to read it. He just Skonsky. He just seen the first 3 letters and ran with it.
Oh damn. Oh shit, man. Woo.
Man.
It wasn't even close.
I wasn't trying to be close.
God damn, dog. Oh, that was funny.
All right, fellas. All right, Chiefskingdom, we out.
We go.